It's autumn in Lucerne, and for many, actually, tourism is over. They don't want to travel anymore. It's a shame because there are some really cool advantages when traveling to. Now, autumn is the season of hiking in Switzerland and also in Lucerne and in the mountains around here. So,
It's probably the best time to do it. The summer heat is gone, so you're not sweating like crazy on the trails, and the weather is just cool enough to be refreshing without being freezing. Plus, it's way less crowded. You don't have to deal with packed trails like in the middle of summer. Just like here at the Schloss Ridge hike, the views are insane, especially with the fall colors and the mountains in the back.
and if you want to skip that, do something else. You can go up with cogwheel trains, you can go up with cable cars, but they could be closed.
The scenery is absolutely stunning this time of year with all the fall colors, and if you're lucky, you might even catch the first snow on the peaks. The air is cool and crisp, so you can really take it all in peacefully. But one thing you need to keep in mind: as you get further into October or November, some cable cars and mountain transport starts to close for maintenance or close down for the winter, such as the cogwheel train from Alpnachstad to Pilatus, for example. There, it cannot ride up during the snowing months, but you can still access Pilatus by cable car from Lucerne. The Stanzerhorn, as well as the Hammerschwand elevator, also close for revision and the winter runs, but the exact dates change every year, so definitely check before you go.
Now, one thing that's really cool about this season as well is that all the landmarks, all the sightseeing can be done with fewer people.
Now you really get to experience the city at a slower and more relaxed pace. The streets aren't as crowded, so you can wander through the old town, visit landmarks like the Chapel Bridge, and taking the views of Lake Lucerne without the usual crowds. And when you visit places like the Lion Monument or take a boat ride across Lake Lucerne, you can really appreciate the quiet and calm that comes with fewer people around.
If you're still a little bit unsure what kind of sites to visit in Lucerne and what to do, I've prepared travel guides for you in all of Switzerland. They're coming more and more. Okay, Lucerne is one you can get under switzerlandinsider.com/guides, where I have a 2-hour sightseeing tour you can do on your own, okay, with a map. There's restaurant recommendations, okay, there are hotel recommendations. There are places you can visit around with day trips, itineraries for day trips. So I think it could be really useful to you to check them out. Now, because we are entering low season, obviously the rates at the hotels, they are getting cheaper, and the rates of your flight to come here, they're getting cheaper as well. So what you can do is you could either stay, go have some really delicious food, or you can extend your stay. Now, one thing you notice when you travel in fall is that it's getting a little bit more chilly. But during the day, actually, I was walking in my t-shirt and I was even considering shorts. So what you want to do is you pack in layers. Here's where the Swiss game of packing in layers or dressing in layers comes to play a little bit. So when it comes to autumn, there's a really cool food in Switzerland. Comes in a brown bag like this, and roasted chestnuts. And there are stands all over the city. This is what they look like. Okay. You peel them, and you eat them, and here in this portion we've got one where it is full. In here there's this container where you can put the shells. This is what they look like. We eat them and have a perfect view of Chapel Bridge as well. The only thing you need to consider though is daylight, and that is considering one of my favorite things to do on Lake Lucerne, the sunset cruise. So when the sunset cruise departs at 12 p.m, the sun sets at 7:30. In this case, you will be riding your 2-hour boat ride to Beckenried in absolute dark. Now, fall is not only about the fall foliage, and there is a really cool initiative by Switzerland Tourism. It's in the description below. There is a map of where the foliage occurs, okay? It's sort of derived with meteorologists and so on, so you can actually plan to go when everything is in full bloom, or the opposite, okay? Full bright colors, because as I'm right here, there are still flowers and they haven't frozen yet. In that sense, you can have a little bit of both worlds, okay? And fewer people, it's cheaper, and for me, it's a really cool season to travel.